Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. Moving on to even more ring attack because of course there's still more ring attack. But now with 4 players, and I know I didn't show off the 4th character we chose. Mostly because it took me about 10 minutes to figure out who I was going to choose at all. And turns out that character was Blue. Because I was trying to figure out a character that would work with what I usually do, which is okay power but good accuracy. And a lot of the characters beyond Waluigi don't really have good accuracy there, which is understandable. They're supposed to get harder and harder to use to get up there with power. And then I looked at Blue and it's like, oh, Blue actually fits right into it. So I decided to go with Boo, because he doesn't hit all that hard. And he hits just about the same as Waluigi. But he does still actually work out pretty well. With everything else as well. But other than that, we still got Yoshi, Birdo, and Waluigi himself. And honestly, just apologize for the hiccup there, I don't know where that came from. But honestly, this wasn't that difficult. At least the first half of ring attack. I will say that there was a couple holes I had to restart a few times on, but compared to what I was expecting, I was honestly kind of surprised at how smooth it went. Oh, not even surprised at how smooth it went, just surprised in general that it wasn't that bad. But it still took a while because obviously we have 4 characters. So for part 4, we have a minimum of like 16 strokes to take. So we got a ways to go with each character. So it wasn't too bad, but it did take a while. And you can see, I think they were, I know what they were kind of going for here, but with 4 characters at this point, they were just trying to make everything work. At this point, they were just trying to use, because at this point we played every other hole. So they're just using every other hole they got available to them to make big attacks with. Because I believe if you do 1 player, 2 player, 3 player, if you do all of them, I believe you do end up playing through all the holes in the game. So we have played through every single hole, or not quite yet, but we played through almost every single hole in the game in wing attack mode. And so some of these holes are just kind of leftovers that they didn't know what to do with, that are not that hard, even though they look like they should. So in reality, this wasn't. So these are just kind of the leftover holes. That doesn't mean that there aren't hard ones. But this is at the point where they're just like, we just gotta get these out. Just make the holes work somehow. And a lot of times you'll see it's like, okay, Birdo got the 2 wings on her first shot, but other than that, she's just putting the whole egg away. She doesn't have to worry about grabbing anything else. And almost chipped it right there. So close. That's another thing though, it's like, yeah, again, there's not much. This is the first hole from Lactu Valley. There's a 1 tree on like this entire course. There's not much you can do with it. Besides just put a bunch of wings in one spot and hope the player can't reach them or something. Which they do later on, anyway. They do that quite a bit. And the first chip-in. I think Yoshi gets a couple of chip-ins during this video. Although, I'll tell you a bit of a funny story, is that when I was going to stitch this all together, I kind of panicked because I thought, like, uh-oh, I only have Lactu Valley and the desert course. What happened to Cheap Cheap Falls? I couldn't find it. Where's the recording? I know I recorded it. Did I accidentally delete it? No, it's in the same recording as Lactu Valley's video. It's just because of how fast it went, I didn't realize they were in the same video. I forgot. Because it's been about a week since I recorded them. And finally got them all stitched together for this part. The post-commentary part, so. I mean, look at this hole. It's just, okay. We'll put a ring over every sand trap. Okay. It does nothing. There's almost no challenge to the Lactu Valley ones. Even to begin with, in almost all of these. In any of the wing attacks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, there's almost no challenge in Lactu Valley. It's just kind of here. I didn't have any trouble until like the third hole of Cheap Cheap Falls, I think. But even then, it was my own fault. And I'll explain why, but if you couldn't guess by now, all 4 of the first holes in Black 2 Virus first try, which is why you can see me. I kind of like showing it like this, especially when I get a first try. Mostly because you can kind of see my thought process and trying to figure out what I do with each character. But on part 3s, it's just, okay, there's 4 wings, each character grabs 1 wing. But the last hole, okay, you saw me, I had to plan Waluigi out. Yoshi tried to grab 3 wings, didn't quite get it. So we had to set up Boo to do that, and then Birdo grabbed a couple wings on the first shot. I really like seeing the whole kind of process. Although I will be entirely honest, I will be happy to lay the wing attack series the rest finally. After next week's video when we finish the second half of wing attack. 4-player, and there's a second chip in. But yeah, and as much as I enjoy wing attack, it does. I mean, when you've been playing it for multiple hours in a row for like 3 or 4 weeks now. Actually, it's almost it's over a month now, actually. So you get a bit burnt out on it. So when I actually got to record the just the normal tournament or the star tournament the other day, it was actually a real nice breath of fresh air, considering I got so used to just dealing with the gimmicks and so on. And the tournament green is still a gimmick too, but it's not nearly as much as a gimmick as this is. And what was the idea here? Just put a bunch of wings all right here and hit the ball through. Okay. And you can see, Yoshi's the first guy to feel things out because he's the most accurate. You can just take the first swing. And I didn't realize this hill was that extreme. So Yoshi's just kind of down there now. So I tried to compensate Birdo by hitting it shorter to maybe avoid the hill as much, and then I didn't realize that the hill is all the way back here, so that didn't help much. Okay, Waluigi, you're gonna go even further up the hill. Get us some beast. Almost hitting at the left, and a bit further back than Birdo. And this kind of works out a bit better, but this hill is just extreme. In a better position, but I'm gonna send Boo, who hits it even less, almost the same spot as Waluigi was hitting, but just a bit closer to the left. I'm aiming at the semi-left, and we have no wind at all. Like, the wind is very forgiving. And then I get this. It's like, alright, just curve it through. Oh. From this trajectory, Boo just hits it through all the rings. And listen to that. Satisfying. 15 wings, 1 shot. That was honestly probably the most satisfying thing I did this game. And now, because I prepared everybody else for the wings, I have to just get everybody else into the hole now. Because, well, Boo grabbed them all. Boo grabbed all 15 wings in a single shot. That was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Well, I say that's the most satisfying thing, and then in the star tournament video, I got a directly in the hole chip in. Like a slam dunk kind of deal. So, maybe it's kind of like a 50-50 on which one's more satisfying. Either way, I'll take that. I was kind of worried about this hole, just because it's 15 wings all in that one space. It's gonna take me a few shots to get them all. And then friggin' Boo just did it. I didn't even care, just did it. And then thankfully, because he curves so hard to the right, we can get around this tree. And make a nice recovery. Although a topspin probably would have helped, because I didn't realize I hit the hill. I should have hit it. I should have actually clubbed up to the approach wedge, but that's my bad. It almost got it up there. I don't believe we get chipping this time, but then again, we might. We might. Actually, no. Yoshi's not gonna get chip in there. He's to the left of the hole. And he hit it way too hard. I think this is... No, I think it was the last episode that I realized I should use backspin whenever I used the chipping. because for some reason it's so bad. Then you get a putt like this, it's like, uh-oh, what do I do? Just hit the ball, slide it to the right. There we go. It's not as hard as I was thinking it was going to be because, well, it wasn't that bad. On the normal greens, I've gotten used to putting pretty well on it. So normal greens I can do, but now I've switched to tournament greens. Or the star tournaments, but... So that we'll see how well that goes when we get to harder greens. Lactu Valley, none of them are that difficult.
Complete.
And speaking of Lactu Valley, I believe that's it? Or was that the third hole? I don't know. Yeah, and freaking Waluigi gets like all the celebration animations if I remember correctly. Like he won like every hole. Which is whatever, it's a team effort, but man, Waluigi, shared the limelight, dude. Okay, that was the third one. This one is like I was also kind of worried about because, well, there's 12 wings, so we have to pick up a wing every shot. Every shot has to pick up a wing, and none of them are overlapping, so I can't grab 2 and 1 like we could on the second hole. And so I gotta make sure to play this right, and then I realized that the wings at the end are overlapping by just a bit. And my character choice come back to bite me here. So I think about trying this. Or I can maybe sneak it through here. But no, I gotta keep that spin on there. I gotta hit it like this so I can get it through that wing. And I do that. It's like, wait a minute, that's going through the top wing. I can maybe get 2 for 1 here, Roberta. Then I hit it a little short. It's like, uh-oh. That's not good. Thankfully, though, it is still just enough to get through that top wing. It puts the semi left, but we got 2 wings in 1 shot. That's gonna help out a lot. And now I'm kind of thinking, like, can I do this with other characters? I should have looked at Yoshi to see if I could do it with him, but I'm not that good at doing that. It's like, oh, Waluigi can probably do it. 3 wood, he can still get through there. Trying to see if I can do it with just without using the power shot or any curve to it. 3 wood does just get through that. 4 wood power gets through there, gets through both of them. Gotta make sure it stays in the first swing, which it does. Alright, once again, hit a little short, a little bit off on the power, a little bit off on the accuracy. Please get at least close to it. Alright, we got the bottom wing. So, not the one I was aiming for, but we can set up for this at least. Because there's almost no way we can get both of these wings with just 1 shot. Because we would have to go up on the first one, which doesn't seem very doable, because you can't do that kind of shot in this game. I'm realizing how many times I leave the ball, or leave my power meter just short of my intended target. I'm realizing that now. Not the best, but whatever. Thankfully, friggin' Boo is a beast here and can almost easily get this wing. I'm really glad I chose Boo because that friggin' curve to the right helped out so much, at least during this first half of the game. I don't know if it will during the second half. The first half has helped out so much. Because he could just get around things. And he can go extremely to the right and still go straight. Then we got Yoshi here, who has to get around this wing and stay in bounds. Because that freaking tree is in the way. Because of course it is. Dash gum tree. What are you doing there? I'm kind of confused as to why they ended the hole like this. Because the first 2 sets of wings have it where you can't hit it through multiple in 1, but these last 4 are set up so you can get 2 for 1. And you can with the first 2 sets of wings, but you have to hit it hard enough to get there, which not all characters can do, so I don't know. Just slightly confused, but I'm not going to complain. So, this, yeah, like I said, Lactu Valley was not a problem. It took me almost just under 20. It took me like probably just under 20 minutes to get it done. And it's like, that's pretty fast for range attack, especially with 4 players, I think. Almost bounced in there. Almost had the chip in. And then Birdo, we decided to go down here to... Well, I think we used a 7 iron? Maybe a 6 iron? I don't know why I did this. I could have just used the other gloves, but I just thought, just did not. So we used a 7 iron with the chip. Which honestly works out pretty daggone well. And then, well, Yoshi and Waluigi can just go to the hole. They don't have to worry about much else. Because we got all the wings, we just have to make for it now. And Yoshi, yeah, didn't need the backspin. I think Waluigi, it's always the last character that gets on that learns from it. That's like, okay, they don't need to do that. And everybody can 2-putt to end this. Nope, Waluigi got the first way. Interesting. And I left it short. Which is why everyone can 2-putt, because I left it short. And then I overhead it with Yoshi. And then Boo just has a straight putt. Yeah. My putting. I said it gets better, but it really doesn't. It just depends on the day. So once again, I think for the first 4 holes, Waluigi got the celebration animation. Because there's like 2 variant on it, there's another Waluigi celebration. Because of course. Long way. But, over here. There you go. Don't know why I do that. There we go, there's Lac-2 Valley done. Now we go to Cheap Cheap Falls, the footage of which I thought I lost, but was just in the same video. And part 3 is... I feel like they really had no idea what to do with this at this point, because I made a look at this. They do kind of overlap, but what's the point in trying to do that, in trying to worry about that, when I can just hit the ball through the ring with each character and not have to worry about it? Except for the fact that we're, you know, not on the green, but whatever. And not quite Birdo has to, I think, yeah, I just did less. I was thinking about clubbing down, but I didn't remember. Oh, no, we did go, no, we club up, because of course I do. That's how I play golf. I guess I didn't feel confident about that shot. Why, are you aiming at the sand trap or the off? Off. Okay. Sand's on the other side, my bad. And Waluigi can grab that one, because Waluigi... Basically, they really do just want you to aim like the edges of the green. But that doesn't do a whole lot of trouble on a part 3, considering your second shot is usually pretty easy to cover from. And on the fringe, you got Boo, who can just hit it through at the hole. Because of course Boo can. I still hit a little less just to be safe, but yeah. I don't know why I put the backspin on that. I think it still needed just a top spin. Yeah, top spin still would have helped because 34 foot, but oh well. Birdo, you can do it. I believe in you. And you got -3. No chip-in for Birdo. I'm trying to remember how many chip-ins I got, but it's not coming to mind. Oh, well, there's chip-in number 3, at least. Yeah, I'm not gonna chip Waluigi from there. No, thank you, game. And then I leave it way short. So I should have just putted. Anyways. And then Boo just has a straight freaking putt. Of course he does. It wasn't exactly straight, but it wasn't that bad. And Waluigi gonna recover from his horrible chip. And Birdo gets the celebration this time. Way. Complete. Let's go, Birdo. Yeah, we don't see the animation. No, we've seen quite a bit. But Boo has yet to celebrate because, of course, Boo hasn't gotten to celebrate. Why would he? And it's a par 5, and they just put the wings at the edge here, I guess. I really do feel like this was at the point where they were just out of ideas and just had to get the wing attack finished. Because, I mean, the other holes, there's still some creative ones, but I mean, they've done this one. They did this in the 3-player wing attack and the desert course, where they just aimed at, but they put it over sand. Now it's next to water. And it's also on a par 5, so there's almost no stakes here. And hit the tree. And win the love, which doesn't matter. If you believe it or not, it does not matter. This is like the one hole where harder hitting characters might have made it better, but it also just didn't matter because it's a par 5. Like par 5s I tend to find are easy. Par 3s are pretty easy to do, and then par 4s. Par 4s tend to be the hardest because you got one shot off the tee box, one shot, you only got 3 shots to get to the hole and then put it in really. And they usually get the most creative on those holes. And then it's just a matter of lining everybody up, so I had no worries about this hole. Like, none at all. It's just get everybody lined up their wing and then hit it through the wing towards the hole. Because why not? And try and stay on the fairway, but even if we end up in the left, I don't think it would have mattered. Because there's not much else to be done. And it's literally just get to the other side now. Just get everybody lined up, get to the other side. And friggin' Boo can almost grab it anyways. But I think with the angle we have, we can't quite reach it in there. Because yeah, by the time I can get it through there confidently, we're hitting the water. So we just hit the compromise. Almost decided to put it, but that probably would have been a great idea. And I know I'm hitting this kind of off-centered here, but you gotta remember, Brew has such a huge right-side curve that he can easily get through that wing in front of us. And Waluigi in the same situation where he can almost hit it through here, but not quite where I'm confident enough with it. And then I see this, the 1 wood. The 1 wood makes it through easily, and gets under. So Waluigi's just going over here, straight to the sand trap, because of course that's where he lives. But now everybody else is just playing the hole. Because, I mean, we're aimed through the wing already, there's no worry about getting through the wing. We just hit the ball towards the hole. And it's par 5, so we have extra strokes anyways. Yep, Yoshi's hitting it through, just hit it at it. Don't worry about the wind too much, give it a top spin. And just get to the hole. That's all we're worried about. And that top spin was completely pointless. It actually kind of hurt that shot quite a bit, actually. And Birdo, I want to curve to the right a bit just to ensure we go through the wing. Then, of course, I leave it short because, of course, I did. I'm really good at that diving, yeah. Birdo almost chipped in an eagle. Or actually, that would have... No, that would have been an eagle. Can Waluigi make the eagle? Don't believe so. No, but he was close. He was close. Then, of course, we get a long putt with Boo again, because Boo is just full of long putts, apparently. And he gets them every time. Even if he didn't, he still had another birdie shot, so didn't really matter all that much. Can Yoshi copy the performance? Yes, again. There we go. Now we literally just need to tap these 2 in, and hey, who guessed? Who guesses gets the friggin' celebration again? If you guessed Waluigi, you'd be correct. Because somehow Waluigi was always just the closest to the hole. But the last one to go in. Every time. Not every time. We've seen a couple times he has it, but majority of the time. He's good. He's gotten good at that. Alright. Now, time to admit. Yep. This hole took me 2 tries. And why would you guess it took me 2 tries? Because I messed up. And I didn't even mess up in a big way. I just... When I got to the point of Yoshi's 3rd shot, which I will explain when we get there, I accidentally double tapped the button when I set the power. And by double tapped, I mean I hit A. I hit B to set the power, and I accidentally hit A almost at the same time, so I set the power and then I hit the accuracy almost the same time I set the power. So I literally just ended up hitting the ball basically nowhere because I completely missed accuracy bar. And then I had to try and chip in a part, which I obviously missed. So it wasn't even like a real bad mistake or anything. Like I didn't just completely fail the hole. I just made the mistake of just messing up my button pressing. That was it. That's the only reason I failed this hole one time. Other than that, I would have nailed it. Whatever. Now Yoshi's just kind of in this predicament. Because that's the deal. I sent Yoshi here because he hits the destroyers, so I might as well. And Yoshi wasn't meant to get both these wings. He was only meant to get one of them, but I guess my accuracy messed it up, so we got both. And the last wing on Birdo here, which is not... It's just an awkward camera angle, just other than that, it's fine. Then it's just, once again, a matter of just getting everyone to the hole. That's 4-player wing attack, whereas like usually there's like 1 or 2 players that just don't have to play the hole. Don't have to play the wing attack, they just go for the hole. And Waluigi's already on the green. And Boo literally just played a normal hole. He didn't have to do anything special for this, he just played the hole. And he was designed to grab the last ring, but he just didn't. Alright, so when I was taking this shot with Yoshi here, I accidentally hit the power there, and then I accidentally just immediately after hitting the power, I just hit the button for the accuracy. So the ball just basically just kind of, I just topped it and it went like 6 yards. So I had to try and chip it from a distance. I almost had it, but I didn't quite make it, so I had to redo the hole. So the only fail we have had so far was just a dumb mistake, and Waluigi didn't get to celebrate it. So screw you, Waluigi. I think Yoshi gets to celebrate, which is ironic as heck considering he's the one that made us so we do the hole. Yep, it's Yoshi. Even though I guess Boo had 2 putts there, so it would not have mattered that much. There we go, Yoshi gets to celebrate finally. He only took 6 holes, and it's the one he messed up, so he gets to celebrate it, I guess. Whatever. And the next one, which is quadruple tree chops, which I thought would be difficult, and then kind of realized that, yeah, there's a patch of fairway right here, like designed for you to do this. And I wonder though if this hole was designed with the wing attack in mind, because there's 4 trees here exactly for this, or if that just happened to be a happy coincidence when they went to do it. I feel like it was a happy coincidence. And I apologize if my voice sounded weird that I got caught in the middle of a yawn when I was trying to talk. So, yeah, if you couldn't guess already, this is also first try. Cheap falls and lack too bright was not a problem. The only fail I had was my own mistake. I could almost reach it with Waluigi. It's like, don't do it. Just lay it, just get with everybody else and just take your second shot back here. Because it is a par 4, but it's a ladder. It's not a short par 4, but it's not exactly a long one. And it doesn't pose much trouble other than maybe Boo here because it's wide right curve here. Which I again don't know if it's a fade or never learned my golf terms like that, so you can correct me if you want to. But I will probably just call it right curve and left curve. So yeah, beautiful. And then I didn't even realize that. I didn't even think about this to begin with, is that I could just get 2 and 1. I didn't even think about that. And then I saw this line up like, oh. Well, there's half the rings, and I'm next to the hole. I'm in fact right next to it, 20 yards away. So I then just decided, you know what, Boo, just play the hole. Because Boo, and he could grab a ring if we needed to. But it wouldn't have helped us that much, because Boo's wide side curve wouldn't have let us go that far. And it's like, Yoshi, you can do it. If I just hit a normal 6-iron, with a bit less power, I can get through them. We'll be a bit of a ways away, but that doesn't harm us that much. Because the green is also just over there to the right. Then I learned I need that bottom. I need the occur. I need to hit it down. I need to hit on the bottom left of the ball to get this. And then I overhit it slightly. It's like, ah, man, I missed accuracy. Didn't matter, because our accuracy is good as Yoshi. So sure, we're 65 yards away, but we're only 65 yards away. And we have 2 shots. Not worried at all. And the wind doesn't come into anything until maybe they waste this course. Which I would never remember the name of it. It's a feral course? Desert course? I don't know. Never remember the name of it. And it frustrates me slightly. But whatever. Yep, yeah, as per usual. 4-point wing attack. Just 2 people play the hole, the other ones don't. Because there's just not much else for them to do. And there's the 4th chip in. Because, of course, Waluigi, he may not get to celebrate it, but he got the chip anyways, so. And then Beer, just a straight putt from there. Because, putting. Yeah, Yoshi, I believe, gets to celebrate again, unless Birdo messes it up. Nope, Yoshi gets to celebrate for the last hole for Cheep Cheep Falls. And then we get to see the desert course, which I had a bit more trouble with, admittedly. But we'll see that when we get there. Because we go immediately into the first... No, that's why I jumped it. Not because I failed the hole, but because this is a new recording session. You can tell by a long load time. Alright. Yeah, the wings are just around the corner, awkwardly. Like, why are they around that corner? I don't know, but sure they are. They had to do something again. This is, like I said, this is probably about the point where they did what that idea is for me. I almost had to. And I don't know why I used Power Shot. I should have just used the 1.1 way, but whatever. Should have just used it normally. But whatever, we're here now. Now, if Birdo could hit it harder, she'd be like perfect to get those wings immediately, but she can't. Maybe some other character that curves left and hits hard, which I think is DK? I honestly don't remember which way he curves. It's been a while since I used DK. Maybe I'll use it for next start. We'll see. And Waluigi and Boo are kind of in a bad spot for this hole, simply because, well, they curved to the right, so they're gonna hit that wall. Wouldn't help them much, but oh well, it does kind of help here when we almost hit it too far. And by that I mean, I'm worried about the sand trap mostly. And then Boo, who hits it the shortest, I think, almost. Boo and Yoshi are like right next to each other in terms of power. Same for Birdo. Like, the 3 of them are like all next to each other. Waluigi hits it the first out of the trio, but yeah, the freaking Boo stayed up, of course he did. So he has to grab that one. I don't know why I sent Birdo over here. Because, like, freaking Boo is right there. Boo is legitimately right there. Why didn't I just send Boo to the right side curves? I could get the 2 on the left of freaking Birdo and Yoshi. Oh, for some reason Birdo has to go through this one. Or for forward. Or for, I don't know. You can see my thought process here, trying to figure out, I want to land on this tiny strip of fairway here. I don't know why I want to be that specific, but I want to be that specific. And then I did that thing, which I don't know why I did, but I did. Then I forgot to put the backspin on to stop from going over here, so it didn't matter after all. And Waluigi's gonna aim for the same shot, instead of just letting Birdo go for it, because of course. Or letting Boo go for it, because of course I do. Why won't I let Boo go for these shots? I will never know. Well, I think about it now, but I didn't think about it then, because it was my first attempt, and I was just trying to figure out, okay, you can grab this one, you can grab that one. Oh, yeah, this guy who curves halfway to the left, or halfway to the right should have grabbed them both. Grabbed those, but oh well. And Waluigi curves to the left too, but still would have been easier for Boo, maybe. But then again, the position he was in might have made it harder. And then Yoshi just kind of, okay, I'll hit it to the line. You can tell sometimes it takes me a little bit to think of what I'm doing here. Still trying to get Yoshi next to the hole, but the same time, I'm using a 3-iron. Just gonna bounce on a hole. Almost 30 feet away. I'd almost had to be chipping. And then I leave freaking Waluigi short, of course I did. Almost got it, though. Maybe Birdo gets it. You got this, Birdo? Ah, not quite. Alright, 30-foot putt. But we got 2 chances for Yoshi. Does he do it? No. Alright. 26-foot putt. Woo! Can he do it? No, not quite. But I believe Boo is the closest. So I think Yoshi's the closest. I can't tell. Who will get the celebration? Boo or Yoshi? We know it wasn't Waluigi. We know it's not Birdo. It's Yoshi. Trying to remember if Boo gets the celebration at all. Don't remember if he does or doesn't. But so far everybody else has, because of course they did. We've had these 3 forever now, so Boo would be nice to get one celebration because he's the newest member of the team right now. Alright, this one gave me some trouble. Mostly just trying to figure out how to get these sort of, because I made this too complicated. I can admit, but I made it too complicated on myself. Because I was trying to grab 4 wings. I was trying to grab 2 wings of each of these guys' starting shots. Which you can do because they're overlapping. Like purposely overlapping. But I should have just gone with the easy way and just played the hole and just got a wing of every character, but I wanted to get greedy. I made it harder on myself than it should have been. I got too greedy at this point. And then my accuracy just being off by that little bit almost screwed me on so many occasions. I believe even here Waluigi, I'm trying to get 2 of them. Because if I can get 2 of them, I can just send Boo to the end. And then I overhit it. It's like, oh, okay, please get 1. Okay, you got that one. Boo, you have to grab this last one. You have to do it, lad. Thankfully, Boo could just hit it through normally. With a 3-wood shot. Then again, my accuracy. Again, every single one of my shots just off that little bit. Thankfully though, it's a part 5, but at the same time that means now we got even more to deal with. Because I'm still gonna try and get 2. Because of course I am. That's just how I play these games. Don't remember which one I aimed for though. Which one does we aim? This one. That's what we aim for. And my friggin' triggers, R2 and L2 and R2 buttons are not working that well anymore. Which was not helping during these. But we do end up getting the double there with Boo and staying on the fairway, surprisingly enough. Now we just gotta get this one down here, which for Birdo shouldn't be too much trouble. Because, well, Birdo kinda should be the one aiming for this because Birdo's in the left, and then I realized that, no, Birdo can just aim straight through the top one. And then I slightly miss accuracy and I panic. It almost misses it too. Freaking accuracy depends on so much here. Like, you have to be on your game. And then we just got 1 more ring left, which we can just send Yoshi through. Yeah, like full power. Almost, not quite. 3 wood, top spin like that. Cool. Left a little short. Got a +5 though. Should be okay. And then we can just send Waluigi hailing towards the last wings. Because this part 5 actually does kind of require you to use all 4 of your shots to get to the wings, unless you did what we did there and got lucky. And friggin' Waluigi just barely getting through there. And for once, I actually just... I could have aimed for him right there. I could have. Which I did in one of my attempts, which is where I went out of bounds with Waluigi, because I went for the top wings. And I just bounced right off the green into the out of bounds, and that failed the one. Which I think was actually the one before this. And I do think I'd try it with Birdo here. Because if I can get a wing here, I can still get it. But at the same time, man, is it worth the risk? Because you also gotta keep in mind, I got that wind too. I do go for it. Get to set the backspin though. Thankfully, Birdo comes in low. Doesn't get the higher bounce that we got with Waluigi. Then I think friggin' Boo's just aiming straight at the two of them anyways. Then I leave it short because of course I did. And the accuracy messed up a little bit, so we don't quite reach the top wing, but we got one. That's the minimum we needed, so now friggin' Waluigi and Yoshi can grab these two. So thankfully we can just grab these two and use a... I think we use the super backspin to shine backpedal towards the hole. No, just a little backspin.
Nice.
Yeah, super backspin won't work better though, because it is on a hill. But Yoshi, of course, could just chip it. Like, whenever Yoshi could chip, it's always just like perfect line up for friggin' way you need this go through anyways. Then we just need to put it up the hill with everybody else. Thankfully we have 2 strokes for everybody. So I don't have to make this, but I make it with Birdo. Get another fantastic putt. And then Boo here. Kind of the same putt, but not as curved. Just still uphill. Doesn't quite make it. I should have just hit it straight. Then Waluigi has even more curvature. So, not as hard needed to be hit. Nah, don't need to hit it as hard, but he also makes it. So, there you go. And Boo, finally, I forgot about this, finally gets his celebration here because he's the last one to go in. We get to see Boo's celebration animation. Hooray! Yay, it's kind of blocked off by the complete sign. Because, like all good animations, it's blocked by the UI. Oh, video games. Alright, Border Disorder. I was kind of confused about this one because it looked too easy for what it is. But no, yeah, it is. It's 24 wings all right next to the hole. It's not, and we only got 2 mile wind again. The wind's very generous. But it's like, this looks too easy. What? No, I'm missing something I just thought, but there's only 4 rings. And they're all right there, you can see them all. So screw it. We'll just go for it. We'll just get everybody onto this island because we can all reach it. Some better than others. Try and stay on the left because the left is kind of rough, you know. Left do be rough. Ignore me. Left it just a bit short while Waluigi, so I was a little bit afraid he wasn't gonna make it, but does get a lucky bounce up, and we stay on the top part of the fairway. And then Boo's like, oh, why are you aiming over there? You got a power shot, do it. We got this. Put the backspin on, just so you don't go too far. Even though I probably could have easily done this from the left or the sand. I don't know about the wasteland though. Then it keeps on rolling. Like, okay. Just gonna send everybody towards their respective area, I guess. So we'll just send everybody there and then we'll just chip back onto the green. Because there's not much of a point not to. Like, what? What do you mean? This is pretty easy. Shut up here. And then Yoshi, you know, I'll just aim for the 1 wing. Got a slight miss on the accuracy, which gave us both wings. So now someone can just play the hole over. And for some reason I decided that Birdo's aiming for this one. And then somehow we get a little bit unlucky here. Yeah, we hit the top of the pillar. Almost bouncing out of bounds. And then I still decide to send... I still just decided to send Boo to the hole. Because Boo didn't need to play this hole. He's just kind of here for moral support, I guess. Even though there is a big old wing that he could have grabbed. But, you know, Birdo got this, right? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And it's like, oh, wait a minute. I can still get there. I can still do it. Just a little off the top there. Yep, like that. Yep, there we go. Straight to the hole. and a backspin to be safe. Which gave the ball a dead stop, which I wasn't expecting. And then you just finish up. Overhit a little bit for Luigi. Almost chip in. Which almost guarantees he's going to get the celebration because he's that close to the ball. Because of course, Waluigi. Never stop being Waluigi, man. Never stop. And just finishing up. One more hole to go for the episode, because that'll be 3 courses completed. And leaves 3 more for the last Wing Attack episode. Thank gosh. If you couldn't tell by now, I'm a bit tired of Wing Attack. I've played so much of it. I still enjoy the game mode. However, playing this much will burn you out. Alright, 1 hole left after we see Waluigi celebrate for the umpteenth time today, and Klepto looking void in the background. Klepto's the bird, by the way. Look at the vulture of the seas, the vulture of the seas, the vulture of the desert. Alright, Barrier Tornado. I'll admit, this one took me a couple tries. Actually, it took me exactly 2 tries because I messed up a putt. Once again, I just missed the putt. Like, not even by a lot. I missed it by like 0.68 meters, something like that. And it's like, gosh, dang it, I just missed that putt by that little bit. I know it would be. It's like, when I first saw this, I was dreading it because last time we saw these wing formations, like almost every time we've seen these wing formations, it's always been a difficult hole. I've never had an easy time, and of course, I stayed in the waste area for it. I wanted to get out of there, but I didn't quite make it. And we kind of used the wind to our advantage just a little bit for this. Because the wind's pushing us just a little bit forwards. So we'll let the wind drag us just a little bit forwards. Because we could kind of use that. Especially Waluigi here, who almost missed if it weren't for that. And then he's stuck next to our cactus, because of course he is. Then Boo, who has the easiest shot of the ball, because he could just hit it. He just hits it pretty easily. Straightforward, really. And because it's part 3, it does not really matter if we land in the sand hole right next to the hole anyway, as long as we can get out. And you can see I'm pressing the pause button, because I thought, well, I didn't hit the accuracy, so I'm going to miss. Nope, got them all anyways. So I started panicking for no reason. And you can see how bad our shot was with Waluigi because we were stuck inside the freaking cactus. So it wasn't the best situation, but we got out of it. We got out of it. And everybody's just putting the ball in now. Not much else to think about. Just get ball towards the hole, finish the hole, chip it in, you know, all the things. That's 5 chip-ins now, I believe. Either way, we're gonna wrap it up here. So, next week we'll finish up 4-player wing attack and finally get back to playing the other game modes, which I haven't seen yet, really. So I hope you guys all enjoyed, and I shall see you next time. Bye bye.